What's up, party people? It's Greg from WHUT, DemonHead Records, back with another video. This time, we're doing something new. We're going to kind of go a different route, and we're going to show you what's in our gig bags, or I should say work boxes. A bunch of interviews lately, people have been asking what our favorite gear is, what we're taking out. Figured we'd just show you a couple things that I think are really cool and that I have to have with me at every show. Now, I kind of work out of three main cases right now. My main work box, my amp head, which is cased up, and then an Anki case that keeps two guitars with us. Now, they all kind of serve a purpose, and I store things in all of them differently. The amp head's pretty much just the head, kind of slam that and go. It's all foamed in to keep it safe, but the main one for me is my work box. This is a Harbor Freight Apache case, kind of similar to like a Pelican, but way more cost effective. It's been working really well. I've been using it kind of last 2 years or so on tour, coast to coast. It's holding up really well, taking a beating so far. But this thing is super cool. It stores all sorts of stuff in it for me. And big things I will say on your cases, make sure they're like in decent shape, not falling apart. You don't want your gear getting broken in it, but mark them. Marking your stuff is super important. If you're not doing it, do it. This bright ass color I can see moving across the room in a dark show. You'll kind of be able to watch your gear better. Nobody wants it to happen, but stuff disappears. We all know that. But make sure you know what's yours. Make sure other bands know what's yours. You know, sometimes a case can get moved. Everybody has similar things. You don't want to mix your stuff up. You have it marked, less of a worry. Now, number one thing I like having with me is my lightsaber. Flashlight, really bright one. Works really, really well. This one I got from REI. It's like USB-C rechargeable. 5 settings, super bright. You don't need nothing this crazy if you don't want, but a nice flashlight works way better than trying to light up the stage with your phone. Drop a pic, you're looking for a cable, watching your step going up and down dark stairs. Little flashlight, make your life way better. Be a Jedi. You'll be so happy you have it. Now, another big one, gaff tape. I like bright colors, but mark everything. You know, mark your cases, mark your gear. It's great to have a taped down set list. You gotta fix something really fast. Taping cables in place or your mics in place, marking your cab. If you guys have to move stuff throughout the show, you'll be super happy you have some gaff tape. Just keep an eye on it. It tends to walk away. Sound guy's best friend. Now, another cool thing I think that not enough people tend to have with them, batteries. Now this one's super cool. It's a rechargeable battery. This thing has like 2 USB like ports on it. It's like 25,000 milliamps or whatever it is. But you could charge 2 phones. You could charge 2 wireless packs at one time. If you don't have good power outlets everywhere, which some venues don't, you never know where you're setting up or prepping gear at, you'll be happy you have one. Another big one, extra batteries. These ones specifically go at AirTags. Now, I'm not going to show you where my AirTags are, but I will tell you, I think everybody traveling with gear should have AirTags. They should be in like your cases, your backpack, even like if you could put one in with your phone, whatever, like be able to track your stuff. Nobody wants it to happen, but I don't know how many times we've all opened up Facebook or Instagram. You see a band putting up a GoFundMe or just telling everybody their trailer got jacked, somebody broke into their van. You gotta watch out, and you should always keep your stuff secure, but shit happens. If something does, you want to be able to track it. AirTags, great choice in doing so. Now, another big thing I must have at every show, picks. I keep a bunch of different types with me. I like to pick which ones I'm using daily, but they're all from Intune and a couple different styles. These black and blacks have been super popular for me lately, and like these black and gold ones, that's been my jam. That bag's almost done. Gonna have to get some more before the West Coast run. Now, another big thing, even though we use wirelesses, is having good cables. I keep a nice extra really long cable. It has a 90 and a straight on it. This one's from Bestronix. They've been doing great cabling for us for years. They're on like Tinley Park out near us. Check them out. But good cable. Now, some people think some cables are just overpriced junk. They all do the same thing. Well, when you use them constantly and you're hard on them, you start noticing the difference, like the quality of copper, how good the soldering is. You know, more solder and better solder they do, better that like plug hangs on, and less chance you're going to break it. But keep your cables in good condition, wrap them nicely. Have to make a wrapping video because how many people wrap their cables horribly. But not just instruments and stuff, we keep a bunch of extra cable stuff on us. I do keep extra wireless cables from Bestronix too, but extra lightning cables, extra USB cables, anything that you're going to need to charge your stuff, to connect your items, you want to have with you. And if you use it a lot, you probably want more than one, because if it breaks, it's hard to get to a store and get another one. Amazon's not just going to go deliver to that next venue because you want it to, but have the stuff you need. Now, another big one, I normally keep several of them with me. Strings, Ernie Ball 1052 is my go-to, but I normally have a few packs when we're doing runs or we're out for a couple weeks. Another thing I think more people should have, I don't see enough guitar players with them, polish cloths. Like this one, got Diablo Guitars out by Seattle, check them out. Wipe your guitars down, man. These things cost money, keep them clean, take care of them. I like my guitars looking a little beat up, but I want them functionally not gunked up. Polish cloth after every set does wonders. Now, another one that has been kind of cool to have with us, a work mat. You never know where you're gonna set up. We don't got this giant massive area set up. Sometimes like you have to change like your guitar strings on the side of a stage, whatever. Got a little pad, goes really nice. You set up really quick, tear it down, it all packs in. And this also acts as some extra cushion in my bag. This one's newer, we got it's from Ernie Ball. Now, I'm gonna kind of bring you over, kind of show you what everything looks like in the case, because that's a big part of these. Everything kind of fits in this thing snugly and was designed to set up and tear down as quick as I can. But let's take a look. And here's a look inside the Apache case. Now, you see up top, got little pouches, and I got some liner in here. That was an add-on. I want to say I got those through Amazon. They make them for the Apaches or Pelicans. Definitely think about some padding in your case. But the little pouches have come in so handy. It helped me stay so much more organized. I'm all about it. But you go from there, strings, picks, cables, batteries, miscellaneous spot. And then on the bottom, I got some extra cables laid out, the gaff tape, the work mats in there, and then another little case just to hold some odds and ends. Then on top of this, I'm going to pack my pedal board and my power strip. And I'll show you that in just a moment. And just like that, it's loaded. You can see how everything kind of fits in right away. My pedal board fits nicely in there, top of everything. Got a Furman Power Strip Pro. That kind of sits in there great with the cables, kind of locks everything in. Now, quick look at the pedal board. You want to see what's up? That's my KHDK Ghoul Screamer. Can't go anywhere with that one. With these EVH heads, I definitely have to have that decimator too in there. It makes my life so much less buzzy. And then I got this EQ. I don't use it all the time. I use it some stages, some rooms, you just need a little more or something so you can hear better. I'll kind of adjust what I need, or if I need just a little volume boost, I'm able to with it. It's kind of rad to have in. Shure wireless pedal, the GLX I think it is. Been using that one for years. It is awesome. If you're looking for a solid wireless, definitely check those out. Yeah, that's kind of the inside of the Apache case. Now, and a rad part about these is just how they close up. Nice water seal. Everything holds really tight. Clicks in really well. Again, everything's nice and labeled. You can see this one's taken on some damage already too, but it's holding up well. So I'm in the van doing a quick edit on this video, and I noticed I lost a couple of chunks of footage, so I just want to add in, this is not a sponsored video. All the products we're talking about are things we bought. I will say Anki, Intune, and Bestronix have all hooked us up over the years and given us quite the good deals, but we have bought everything you're seeing today. Except for that polish cloth from Diablo. That was a freebie, but they're also not sponsoring this. But keep watching. I want to show you like some of the things we do with the Anki case too. Anki, one of the big things I store in them outside of my guitars is my straps. And these things are super important to me. They are matched up, but they keep my wireless packs on them, cabled, ready to go, so I could open up and close out really, really quick. Now, I do like to keep the little DemonHead wristbands over it, but I got these super cool wireless pack holders. I like ESP Craft House in Tokyo. Super rad. They hold on really tight. They work cool, and they like allow you with the string system to get the pack in and out really fast. So when you charge them, this doesn't have an opening. I could get this thing tear down in a second, and it doesn't mess things up too bad. No. Oh, I should show you too. This strap, super nice. It was a gift from my mom a couple years ago. Thank you. It's gone. A lot of miles, 100 or so shows on it. It's holding up well. Now, another cool part about the Anki cases are the little Anki boxes that come with the case. This thing, super handy. I see people use them for all different stuff. For me, it's like a junk drawer on tour. Now, I keep all sorts of things in here. You know, little Music Nomad cleaner, little power meter, always extra 9 volts, ever ready gold's the best. If you don't know, get on it. They sound better than anything in EMGs. But little snark tuner. This one's really cool. You should have with you. Test your power at venues. You don't want to blow your gear up. I did have that happen to me before. Blew out 2 rectifier tubes, 2 preamp tubes, and the fuse because of shitty power in Detroit. If I would have tested it, I never would have plugged my Mesa into it. Now, another tester too that's good to have, battery tester. This one does 9 volts. I check my batteries all the time whenever I do a setup or change my strings, make sure the battery's on point. But if you have a problem, test the battery first. If the battery's dead or problematic, you might solve your issue way quicker. But I also keep a bunch of extra wall warts with us, different styles, different connectors. I never know when you're going to need one. I have them plugged into my main power stuff too, but extra ones are great. Music Nomad tools, got a few different types of those. Make sure you got a nice Allen wrench if you're using Evertunes. This one works super well. Our backups in Evertune, but you still got to check them. Zip ties. Can't tell you how many times I was so happy I had extra zip ties with me. Random things just to kind of have with you. This box is cool. I don't have to get into it every day, but when I do, it's super nice that I have all this stuff with me. It tucks away in the Anki case, and I forget about it till I need it. But let's take a look inside that Anki, see how it kind of works. A quick look into the Anki case. Started making a video for this Anki case a little bit ago. I wasn't super happy with the audio, so I might have to reshoot one. But you can kind of see how everything goes in. Coolest part about these is when you're on tour, you end up with extra stuff. T-shirts, miscellaneous items. You always need someplace to put it. And since these cases end up with extra room, you know, I could pack a bunch of clothing up in this thing pretty easily. Now, box fits in really well. Foam insert works really well. If you're not familiar with these, they're great cases. This one, I think, going on about 3 years of using it, and it's taken beatings. Now, this is, I think, the Gen 1. The other ones have a little different latch. I kind of like the plastic one a little better than the metal one. Not sure. But again, everything's marked. Got to see it, got to know where it goes. We like telling everybody where I put the stuff to when things are getting loaded in and out. But see the other case we have for the amp heads. Bass case in there too. But there you go. Quick little look at some of these. Show you really quick one of the reasons we do like these cases too. Everything packs up so nicely together. You know, it fits well. It packs into the trailer well. And that's super important when you pick your cases, that they work together with each other the best they can. Well, thanks for checking out this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out. Make sure you catch me out with WHUT this fall. We'll be hitting the West Coast for 20 dates. Now, if there's anything you do that you think we should know about, post in the comments. If you had questions about any of the gear, things you saw, post it. I'll do my best to answer it. But thanks for checking out the video. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace. Okay, little bonus footage. This is our bass rig setup. It's again in one of these Apache cases from Harbor Freight. It's on a Temple audio board. I'm not going to pull everything out, but underneath's layer foam, and then we got it cut out for some cables and everything. But it's pretty simple. Everything's attached. It loads out really quick. Just a wireless pedal, a foam mega dark glass bass head, a little like mute switch, power. Works really well. Just built this before that last run with Unholy Swarm. So far, I've been thinking it's working out really good. But again, label your cases. Everything's on there. Tells us where I put it. This one's a little interesting compared to some of the other ones too. It's got extra latches, so just kind of gets extra secure, but works really well. You can already see this one's taking some damage, but it's a rad little piece.